Hey everybody! I am going to be doing a belated and excessive book haul. Do not be afraid. This all did not happen in 1 month. This actually is all the books I've accumulated from December. So I'm going to be including some birthday and Christmas gifts in here. I just didn't film one. I just haven't filmed a haul. So I'm just going to show you all what I got. I'm trying to organize it a little bit. Gifts and books that I found on Book Outlet, and then books I just found in my life. And some of these I have read, some of these I haven't, some I know about, and some I have no idea what they're even about. Let's get right into it. The first couple books I'm going to show you are books that I got for either Christmas or my birthday. I say either or because I don't really remember which is which, because my birthday is Christmas Eve, so that time of year everything sort of muddles together, and then it's just my holiday gift. The first book I'm going to talk about was given to me by my best friend. She got me a signed copy of The Bad Beginning, which is part of the series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket, or Daniel Handler. I love Daniel Handler. So if you could take a peek there, the first page is signed. It actually, if you know anything about this book series, Lemony Snicket is considered a recluse. Like he's kind of even a character in the book itself who's researching the life of the Baudelaire orphans, and Daniel Handler, who's obviously the author, is always considered like a representative of Lemony Snicket and not the actual author. It's kind of very strange, but if you know anything about Daniel Handler, that's kind of what he does. So it's even funny how they have down here on the bottom, they either check author or official representative. And so Daniel Handler signed the book as the official representative, which of course, as we know, he's the author of the books. So I love him. So it was really cool that she got this for me. I already do have the whole series, but it's cool to have like a signed copy. Plus my copy is back from like middle school, and all this gold embossing is all rubbed away. So it's nice to have an actual nice looking spine in my bookshelf. The next one was from a coworker of mine, Shackled by Tom Levine. I did end up reading this, and unfortunately I gave it a pretty low rating. It's about a girl who is trying to solve the mystery of her best friend's kidnapping or disappearance. They don't really know what happened to her, so she's trying to take the law into her own hands and find out what happened to her. And that same friend also got me The Girl with the Wrong Name by Barnabas Miller. And I have no idea what this book is about. Yeah, and I'm not even going to read the back, because I think I want to be surprised. And no one I know really has ever heard of it. So if you know anything about this book and you like it, or if you didn't, just kind of any information down below would be cool, because I kind of don't want to read the back. I feel like I want to be surprised. Anyway, and it's a cool cover too. And the last book that I've got, it was a gift by my mother-in-law. She got me Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, and I just read this earlier this month, and I gave it a 5-star. It was so awesome. It was amazing. I loved it. I would totally be up for rereading this in another 6 months or so. So this was so far the best book that I read this month, which isn't saying much because I haven't really read much of anything. The next books on here, on this pile, are books that I picked up from Book Outlet. And most of these I think I have read. So The Nest by Kenneth Opel, which, yes, as you know, I read this thing months ago. I'm just talking about it now. So I got this off Book Outlet. As you know, I gave this a 5-star rating. I thought it was amazing. It's like a middle grade book. It's about a young teenager who is coping with his newborn brother's severe illness, and he's bargaining with this wasp queen outside their house at night for the baby's health. As you remember from December, I got this at Book Outlet, We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I think I gave it like a 3.5 or a 4. It's an essay, or like a published TED Talk about feminism. If you remember what my thoughts were about this, I thought it was a good intro to feminism. It didn't really present any new topics. I wasn't blown away by this new outlook on feminism, because I think I already have considered a lot of the topics. But for a newbie to feminism, quite good. And then I also picked up Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire on Book Outlet, and I read it, and it was fine. I think I gave it like a 3.5. It's about teenage kids who have discovered doorways to hidden, unseen parallel universes in different lands and different worlds, and all different for various reasons, they've all found their way back to this world, and they're trying to cope with readjusting to the reverse culture shock of being back on Earth. And the last book, no, not quite. The next book from Book Outlet was All We Had by Annie Weatherwax. Also, I read this last month, and I think I gave it a 4. It's about a mother and a daughter who are battling the, looming, crippling poverty of, and so trying to survive their life together, resulting to some questionable things, but the only constant being that they have each other, always. So it was touching at times, but it was also hard to read during other parts. Also, okay, I have not read this. It is Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. It's one of those books that everyone's read, or at least everyone's heard of. I mean, I imagine there's been some movie adaptations of this. I got this, as you know, on Book Outlet. Haven't dived into it, but I plan on it. It's on my immediate TBR once I get around to it. Once I'm in the mood to read a book that's kind of dark and creepy, then I will be reading this. And this also, Book Outlet. Was it Book Outlet? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, it's The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. I've read this before. I loved it before. I will love it again. I had to buy this because the cover was beautiful. Now, it wasn't until I bought it already and I brought it home and I was showing my husband, and he was like, "You have that book." No, I certainly don't. You definitely have it. And we went to the bookshelf and I found that I did have a mass market paperback of this book, and I just totally forgot that I had it. But I donated that and replaced it with this beautiful cover. Anyone that's familiar with the story remembers that it's about a man who wakes up and he's been transformed into a giant beetle, and he has to just go about his life as a beetle. It's super short. You can read it in one sitting, absolutely. And when I saw it, I had to add it. It's probably one of my favorite covers I've ever seen. So, all right. And this is the last one that I got on Book Outlet. It is In Order to Live by Yeonmi Park, and I've heard amazing reviews about this. I hardly ever dive into nonfiction. It is a story of a North Korean girl's journey to freedom. So it's an autobiography about her escaping North Korea and immigrating and living life as an immigrant. At least that's 99%. I'm 99% on what that's actually about. Anyway, I heard it was amazing. And it's been on my immediate TBR for a while. Once again, reading slump, haven't really picked it up. I have to be in the mood for it. But I'm very excited to read that eventually. And the next few books I just sort of accumulated through the stores and living life and whatever. This first one, The Drifter by Christine Lennon. This is an uncorrected proof, an ARC, that I won through a Goodreads giveaway, and I think the cover is gorgeous. I didn't really like it. I gave it maybe a 2 or 2.5 star. I thought the writing was gorgeous, but I think that the plot, nothing happened. This I picked up. This is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, and it is a signed copy. I actually came across this in Target, okay, for $5. Back in December. So there's my Nicola Yoon. Super excited about that. Unfortunately, the book wasn't amazing. Like everyone was so impressed by the book. I thought it was fine. I'm pretty sure I gave it maybe like a 3.5 or a 4, I want to say. I mean, it was okay, but I mean, come on. You find a signed copy of a book, especially a brand new release, and it's $5. I had to get it. And it is a very, very pretty book. So it's a nice addition to my bookshelf, and it will look really nice next to everything, which I do also have. And the last book is Big Whopper. I got this at Half Price Books. Wow, that was hard to get out. And it is Lisey's Story by Stephen King. It is a very big book. The cover is gorgeous. I mean, it's got this shovel, right? But look at that. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous book. It's got this nice. I love whenever books have like a cover on the actual hard part. And I really can't tell you what it's about yet because I don't really know. It's about a woman whose husband is a famous author and he has passed away, and she is just sort of living her life. and I don't know what else is gonna happen. So I'm not gonna hold up all the books. I got a lot of books, tons of books, and hopefully some of them you see in my next wrap up. I don't know. I try not to buy books unless I know I'm going to be reading them anytime soon. If any of the ones that I have not read yet, you have read and you highly recommend or want me to read first because you want a review or you want my thoughts, let me know, because I'm taking recommendations, because I'm almost done with the book that I'm reading now. Then after that's completed, I have no idea what I want to read. That is it. I should not have a haul this big for a very long time. I don't ever buy this many books in a month. I haven't bought anything this month, so you probably shouldn't even see anything at the end of this month about books and hauls. Anyway, okay, that is everything. You guys have a wonderful day. It is so nice. After I wrap up here, I'm taking my oldest daughter to the park, and we're celebrating my day off today before I go in for 12 hours tomorrow. Alrighty, have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye!